Hello, I'm Steve Folland and here's another weird week from Newslight TV. This week, slide, glide, written with pride. Now, why should kids have all the fun? Going to work is such a grind. Unless you're a commuter at Overvecht station in Holland, where commuters no longer have to take the stairs. They can take the slide. Yeah, there's been a slide installed. How cool is that? Makes taking the train far more fun. Next, we'd like to see at least one carriage on every train turned into a massive ball pool. Now, you know how tight the rules on having your driving licence photo taken are. No hats, no glasses, no smiling, no squinting. Well, a man in Austria has won the right to have his driving licence photo taken with a pasta strainer on his head on the grounds of religious freedom. How come? Well, because this man is a pastafarian. Pastafarians belong to the church, the Flying Spaghetti Monster, and believe the world was created by said Flying Spaghetti Monster, but because the monster was drunk at the time, that explains the flaws in the world's design. They also believe heaven has a beer volcano and a factory producing strippers. When you think about it though, is it so strange, right? The Earth is this seething mass of brown molten stuff, a layer of red molten stuff, a layer of brown molten stuff. It's shifting, it's oozing. We are basically living on a giant spinning lasagna floating through space. But for now, he gets to wear a pasta strainer on his head. We hope his name is Mr. Durr. First name, Colin. Yeah, there it is. Ever wondered how medieval knights trained for battle? Well, recently discovered photos prove that not much has changed since the world of chainmail to the world of email. See what we did there? Yeah, take a look at this. Okay, not really. Here, researchers at Leeds University tried to find out if all that heavy armour could have hindered a soldier's efforts. Turns out 15th century knights who wore that kind of stuff, not only did it hinder their efforts, but actually it could have changed the outcome of some of the most famous battles in history. What they did, they got people wearing armour to run on a treadmill whilst doctors monitored their oxygen levels. Doctors presumably working the night shift. What they found is that the people wearing the armour had twice as much difficulty breathing as people carrying the same weight in a backpack. They also got twice as many strange looks at the gym. A silverback gorilla called Yakwanza has shot to internet fame after filming a video of himself. Staff at Jersey Wildlife Park gave the 27-year-old gorilla a feeding device covered with honey and oats, but that had a built-in video camera so that they could see what he got up to. How about that? You can check out the whole video online at newslight.tv. This has to win an Oscar, just so that we can see the speech. Robotics engineers in the US have built a lightsaber-wielding robot. Meet Jedi Bot. How cool is this? Built by clever bots with perhaps quite a bit of free time on their hands at Stanford University. It uses a Microsoft Xbox Kinect sensor to know where its opponent is, develop a strategy, and then fight them. Luckily for the future of mankind, though, this is unlikely to be the start of the robot uprising. At the moment, that isn't actually a real lightsaber. It's just a wooden stick covered in foam. Still, it could make quite a good gladiator. Who hasn't at some point written their name in the beach? And if you're a rich Arab sheikh and you don't just have a beach but a whole island at your disposal, then why not make them the biggest letters on the planet? Take a look. I know that's one heck of a buck in the spade, isn't it? Those letters are 1,000 metres high and 2 miles long. Fact, his is the only name big enough to be seen from space. That's it, we're out of time. No time for the baby hippo at the zoo in San Diego who does ballet. Yeah, shame they haven't filmed the rhino that does tap dancing too, but still very cute. No time for the portrait of Britain's favourite crumpet, Pippa Middleton, made out of crumpets. 15,000 crumpets, in fact. Wouldn't you just love to cover her in hot butter and honey? And that portrait too. Also, no time for the man who spent so much time building a bat cave out of Lego. 9,000 pieces of Lego. Maybe it's very dull where he lives and he has plenty of dark nights to fill. And no time for the woman who has a third nipple growing out of her foot. You've probably already seen this. Frankly, she's had enough coverage out of the story in all the papers. It's beginning to get to the point where we suspect she's just milking it for all it's worth. That's it. Really, we are out of time. Get more weird news across the week at newslight.tv. I've been Steve Folland, and that was your Weird Week.